Today we are here to dig deep into the LANA lore of Dress to Impress. So let's begin. Everything started on April Fool's update. People saw what Lana has written on her diary. Hate about how she despises her job and how everyone thinks she is just a nail lady when she is way more than that. She also writes that she wants to burn the place down and also writes a victims list in which the names of game developers and random players are found. But no one took it seriously because obviously it's supposed to be a joke because it was on the April Fool's update. But that is when it took a dark turn because it was actually real. With a replacement update in the game, Lana was replaced by a clone that no one noticed. The only difference we know between Lana and her clone is that the clone wears a white pant and Lana wears a skirt. There was also a new page of her diary which was talking about the person sitting at her desk not being her but instead a doppelganger. On the next page of the same diary, Lana has given a Roblox user ID which leads us to Lana's Roblox profile with a YouTube link. When you click on the YouTube link, it takes you to a YouTube channel called Lana Does Nails. With the same replacement update, there were also missing posters with some people on Lana's list. On Lana's Roblox profile, we also find games that she created. One of the games called The Forest reveals about why Lana came to the nail salon. It seems that Lana was diagnosed with a terminal illness that she cured from, and because of that, she was left with hospital bills. And she took a job at the nail salon to pay off her bills. Well, Gigi actually brought her to the nail salon and promised to pay off her bills. But there were 3 rules for Lana to follow. I'll put up the 3 rules on the screen right now, so read them. There was a group that we find on Lana's profile as well. In the bio of this group, we find, "Welcome to the birth of an uprising, a new dawn that we stand united against the forces of evil." We also find a subgroup called Koteri. In this subgroup, we find the missing people. These people were not the people on Lana's target list. When we look at one of the missing people's profiles, it explains that the subgroup is not a group to fight evil, but instead a group of Lana's sacrifices. Next, Lana drops a new game called Questionnaire. This is a live stream experience in which Lana explains that she was blackmailed, and she also says that she loves the nail salon. At the end of this experience, we see a message which reads, "Don't believe her, please. She's not the real Lana." And then we get kicked out of the experience. We also figure out that Lana executes 3 of her group members, and later one of her group members called Nelly escaped and killed Lana. Later, Lana's channel gets a new upload explaining that the Lana who was killed was the doppelganger Lana, and not the real one. The video also said that she opened a gate, the same gate that we saw in the Forest game, and that it required 4 sacrifices, 3 being the people she killed, and 1 being the doppelganger Lana that Nelly killed. After all of this, a new group called Plague was released, and it was created by a profile called Agamon. Lana also shares that she wants to free Agamon using the portal. After this, Lana releases a new game called Fortress. In this game, we find that Agamon was experimenting on to make doppelgangers of Lana, which shows that Lana was just being used and that Agamon is going to get rid of her once the job is done. He also says that she is the vessel, but she wasn't actually just a vessel. She was the key to the vessel. Something that we also figured out is that he needs Lana for the awakening. But why her, you may ask? because she was the one who believed Agamemnon so easily and she touched the orb. That gave her family a curse and she became the key to the vessel. Now Agamemnon is just using her. And after that, Lana reveals that she is sorry for everything she did with Agamemnon and that she is sorry for sacrificing those innocent people. With that, she releases a new game called Suningen Gallery, meaning the Gallery of Truth. In this game, we see a bunch of pictures of Lana in a long gallery. There was also an odd picture of a Lana with no eye, and that could be a doppelganger Lana, but why would Lana just not include any of the doppelgangers, and especially include that one? Maybe that one was the one that Nelly killed? Well, we don't know, but yeah. We also figure out that the Lana we see till now in all the games was actually the doppelganger. After this, she says in her group that she is stepping down. And then a new update releases where we see packing boxes and everything. A day later, a new nail lady has taken Lana's place. She is called Lena. We now also find a secret room under the salon in which we see Lana in a cage. The room is filled with shattered glass, writings on the wall, and boarded up doors, with two cages, which in one of them we find Lana and the other one is empty. But we do have labels on the top saying Lana number 1 and Lana number 2. But there's also another thing. It's a little theory that I have, and it's a bit unusual. As we know, after we did the boss fight in the part 3 of the quest, next to Lena there's a doppelganger Lana, and that Lana, it looks completely fine. And the one that we saw in the picture had a missing eye. Those two doppelgangers could have been two different doppelgangers. Or maybe Agamemnon could have fixed the missing eye Lana to look like this new Lana that we find in the boss fight. We now also figure out that Lena has a Roblox account called Lena Does Nails. There's nothing too interesting on this account. And then the next update releases. This time Lana disappears from the secret room. Both cages disappear as well. And then we get the Halloween update and we learn the backstory of Lana. Let me tell you guys the quick backstory of Lana. Basically, Lana actually took a red orb, which she probably thought was an apple because she was a child at that time. So she took a red orb from Agamemnon and then she became cursed. And then after that she became ill and she was just trying to force herself to believe that she was ill because of the weather. And then her parents turned into monsters. So she left her house and went to the hospital where she gets really close to a nurse called Nurse Julie. But Lana was always too scared to go too close to Julie as she knew that Agamemnon would turn Nurse Julie into a monster as well. Lana tried to tell Nurse Julie to leave the hospital to be safe, but Nurse Julie refused. And slowly Nurse Julie started to become aggressive, and she forgot about Lana completely. Lana was now left with the hospital bills, and Gigi brought her to the nail salon and promised to pay the bills. So yeah, and after that we know what happened, like I literally just explained to you. But yeah, at the end of the quest, we basically rescue Lana, and Lana is back at the nail station doing our nails. Now that we learned Lana's side of the story, let's hear Agamemnon's side of the story. So basically, Agamemnon was actually a person from the Greek tales. And apparently he was really greedy and he killed so many people. And a goddess cursed him and his whole family. His greed cost him everything. And the whole entire LANA lore is based on this Greek tale. So yeah. And Lana even explains in her diary that innocents like herself are paying the price. And that's why she always reads those Greek mythology books to help her find a way to defeat Agamemnon. Now that we know all of that, let's learn about Nelly and the other people who were killed. Lana actually sacrifices some of her group members for Agamemnon, and she gives their parts to Agamemnon for creating the meat monster, as we can find on this page on her diary. By the way, this was before she figured out her mistake, and now she's actually kind of okay. But I don't know if we can still trust her, so yeah. So one of her group members called Nelly actually escaped, and we don't know where she is now. And in her Roblox profile, she explains that she doesn't know where she is and that she thinks everyone forgot about her. Poor Nelly, I feel so bad for her. I feel like we need to rescue her. And now Questionnaire got a new update with a bunch of new notes around the map. And these notes were written by the people who were killed and also Nelly. So let's read them. Now let's read the notes. Yes, she is real. However, she still holds remnants of Agamemnon. Again, she is just a vessel for greater evil. We need to get it out of her. It's wrong to idolize Lana, and I have authority on this matter. I'm a member of her herd. What used to be the Koteri. It's terrible what Agamemnon made her into. It's truly terrible. But that doesn't make Lana a good person. We all know his evil is still interlinked within her veins. K. How can you forgive her, even though she killed all those people in the past? Oh, but it's okay, because Agamemnon made her do it. Maybe I sound inconsiderate, but Lana is selfish. The real Lana. She wants to pull us out of the awakening. It's like she makes us go through all these terrible things and expects us to be okay with it, and it is not okay. Her trauma created her into a terrible person, but so has mine, which led me to harm others. However, I've grown from it. I don't blame her, but she needs help. J. I'm sorry if you still believe her. She's good at manipulation. It's me, Sadie, and Lana is not the girl you think she is. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this whole entire video. I hope you guys understood the whole lore because I tried keeping it as clean as possible to help you guys understand it better. And without further ado, bye everyone!